Peace, family. My name is Michael Jordan, aka the Sirius Alchemist, back with another video. Appreciate everybody that's been tuning in. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all asking the questions. I appreciate y'all attending the book studies. The book study, the first one last week, y'all went awesome. I mean, I enjoyed it. The people that participated enjoyed it. And we looking forward to this one this Sunday being tomorrow, which is tomorrow at 7 p.m. Being even better. You know what I'm saying? The book we studying on that is Becoming Supernatural. If you would like to be a part, if you would like to join, just leave your email down in the description box. All you got to do. And of course, read the chapter. We're doing chapter 2 this week. You know what I'm saying? And you can get the book and catch up on chapter 1 because we just did chapter 1 last week. Doing chapter 2 this week. Great book study. I mean, in after this study's over or during the study, I'm predicting something supernatural to happen to somebody within the book study. Because if we apply this stuff that's in this book, something supernatural is going to happen in one of our lives or all of our lives at the same time. Who knows how it's going to unfold? You feel me? So if you are interested in the book study, reading Becoming Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza, leave your email in the description. Leave your email down there in the comment section, and I'll send you the link just before the study this tomorrow at 7. I'll send the link maybe a couple hours early or something like that. So again, if you're interested, get the book because it's on Amazon. I think it's like $23, $22, which is peanuts. It's worth every quarter, dime, penny, nickel. You feel me? Get the book and join the book study because something supernatural is going to happen, family. Trust me. And I'm going to start recording the book study as well. So I just want to throw that in real quick for anybody that's interested in the book study. Every Sunday at 7 p.m., right? And tomorrow's Sunday, and there will be a book study tomorrow at 7 p.m. So I'm looking forward to seeing y'all who's interested. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all there, right? And today's book review is on Gnosticism. Gnosticism, new light on the ancient tradition of inner knowing, right? And I want to touch on the inner knowing, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of our focus be too much on what's happening on the outside of us. You feel me? And we should be focusing on what's happening on the inner. Because, like Jesus said, the kingdom of heaven is within. You feel me? It ain't out there. It's inside of you. And that's why when Bobby said, when our family members die, they go to live inside of us. I got it. I said, oh, okay, I get it. That's where heaven is. That's where the real dimensions is because ain't nothing out there. That's a hologram out there. The real world, the real stuff is on the inside. So once you really learn this and get this in your subconscious mind, man, all this stuff opens up to you. I mean, it just opens up. Your understanding goes to another level. You feel me? So yeah, today's book review is Gnosticism, New Light on the Ancient Tradition of Inner Knowing by Stephen A. Holer. Get this book, family, if you want to understand the true meaning of Gnosticism, because Gnosticism is really where Christianity came from. This is what Christianity was before it got usurped and changed into something different, right? This is what it was. So if you get this book, you can understand that. Want to get that, you know what I'm saying? I want to document that. If you get that book, you can understand that. And I'm gonna read from the back, family, like I always do. Y'all know how I do. About the author, it says, through the cracks in the universe, the light of transcendent penetrates our vision and awakens us to possibilities long desired, but not yet realized. The Greek word gnosis means knowledge. The Gnostic worldview developed alongside Judeo-Christianity 2,000 years ago. But while Christianity emphasizes faith, Gnosticism excuse me. But while Christianity emphasizes faith, Gnosticism emphasizes a state of consciousness for knowing God directly, an aim which mainstream Christianity finds heretical. Stephen Holler's comprehensive overview is an unfolding historical drama filled with passion, political intrigue, martyrdom, and mystery. It also reveals Gnosticism as the indigenous mystical tradition of the West. And what we learn about in this book is the Gnostic view of the divine and the manifest world, good and evil, and the essence of the human soul. Um, the Gnostic Christ as the messenger of light and the guide to sacred mysteries. Sophia, the Gnostic archetype of feminine wisdom. The scriptures, sacraments, and rituals of Gnostic religion, such as the Mandean, holding secret wisdom traced back to John the Baptist, the Manichaean, founded by the great 3rd century Persian prophet Mani, and the Cathar, the glorious and persecuted movement in medieval southern France. What I'm telling y'all, family, this came from black people. This originally came from black people, and this is gonna shock the world to know that. You know what I'm saying? But it's truth. And I gotta kick the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's what my channel's about. Truth. You know what I'm saying? That's why I come with books. Cause it ain't about what I think and about what I know. Cause shit, I don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you in a minute I don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't caught up on the ego thing. But and I'll tell you this too, all knowledge is not in books, as I always say. You can channel knowledge. There's many different ways to get knowledge, family. I'm gonna say that. And I'll say this: books are a darn good start. Books are a damn good start. No matter, don't let nobody tell you nothing different. Books are a damn good start because books are fundamental. You feel me? Books are fundamental. But anyway, back to the information. Um, it says Gnostic literature and its influence on cultural giants such as Voltaire, Blake, Yeats, Hess, Melville, and Young. Gnosticism, West and East, what constitutes a Gnostic and how Gnosticism can guide us into the 21st century. And it goes on to say Stephen Holler is the preeminent exponent today of Gnosticism as a living religious practice and gives a splendid interpretation in contemporary language of the ancient Gnostic form of Christianity. This book should help make Gnosticism a contender in the current spiritual marketplace as it was 2,000 years ago. Family, this book is a must-have in your library. Look at the picture alone. The picture on there, my man, he's trying to stick his head outside the atmosphere because he's realizing that this in here is just a hologram. The real world and the real world is really not outside there. The real world's in here. So he's really peeking inside himself. He's looking inside himself. You feel me? And so it says Stephen Holler boldly goes where archons fear to tread. In clear and poetic language, he makes a convincing case for Gnosticism as a discrete historical tradition with relevance to the modern and postmodern condition. If you own only one book on Gnosticism, let this be it. Gnosticism, new light on the ancient tradition of inner knowing. Like Jesus said, the kingdom of heaven is within, and too many of us focusing outside of ourselves. So that's what this channel is on, getting to the nitty gritty. That's why I have the book study. And also, I got a podcast I'm on every Sunday at 12, which is on Discord. So if you're familiar with the Discord app, check us out. The name of that is, what's the name of that? Let me give y'all the name of that too. And if you're interested in that, leave your email in the description box down in the comment box, and I will send you the link before the podcast, and you can join in, listen in, or whatever. You feel me? Um, Let me get y'all we on Discord every Sunday at 12, and I think it's called the High Vibe Tribe. It's called the High Vibe Tribe. Again, every Sunday, and I believe that's 12 p.m. Eastern, I believe. I'm not sure if that's Eastern Standard Time, but I believe it's Eastern Time. But I'll double check that. You feel me? But yeah, check us out every Sunday on Discord. We do a little, me and Jay Hooks and a couple other brothers that I just met. I can't remember their names, and a sister too. And it's fun. I had a great time on there last week. I had a great time. So yeah, we on there every Sunday at 12. And then of course, I got the book study every Sunday night at 7 p.m., which is we studying how to become supernatural. So anybody interested in that, leave your email in the comments. I'll send you the link just before the study begins. But anyway, back to the information, back to the video, back to this nonsense. So like I was saying before, this is some serious information right here. They dug this information up in 1945, which is the governments around the world. Speaking of, they dug this up. So this information's been around for a long time. It's just not widely published, and a lot of people, some people know about it, some people don't. But I'm trying to get it out there as well to get people to understand, especially the people that are call themselves Christians. You know what I'm saying? Which, and I'm not, no, this is not an attack on religion, you know what I'm saying, at all. You know what I'm saying? Because I respect people got the right to believe and do whatever they want to do. This ain't no attack on religion or nothing like that. But it's just about gaining different perspectives and higher levels of knowledge. But this book right here would definitely open your mind, family, to what's really going on. But as you see, I got all these tabs in here. That lets you know when I be in a book because I be having tabs in there. You know what I'm saying? I'll be all up in there. So to let you know I don't be playing with this stuff. But anyway, there's a passage in here I wanted to read. And so hopefully it might spark something and somebody out there to go get the book. And it says, yeah, from here I wanted to read this one. It says, and this is on page 107, family, for anybody who go gets the book. And it says, the summary of Bardasian's teachings in the Book of the Laws of Countries shows distinct features of classical Gnosticism. The human being is comprised of body, soul, and spirit, right? The body is a product of the material world. The soul is colored by the psychic qualities imposed upon it by the spheres of the planets, although which it descends, excuse me, although which it descends into embodiment. Astrology thus is important in understanding the fate of a human being on earth. The spirit is the divine element that links the human being with God. As the cosmos is characterized by the opposite of matter and spirit, so at the human level there exists a conflict between fate and human essence. Bardasian was opposed to the Christian teaching of the resurrection of the flesh. In his view, the material body returns to matter. The soul, on the other hand, has a kind of conditional immortality, for after it sheds its psychic accretions gathered from earthly life or this meat suit, you know what I'm saying? And from the planets, it unites with the spirit and enters the bridal chamber of light before the time of Jesus Christ, or I'm going to say Christ. I like to say Christ whenever they say Jesus or Christ. I like to take the Jesus out. Not that I have anything against the word Jesus. I just like to use the word Christ. You feel me? So before the time of Christ, the return of the soul to God was impossible. But Christ, through his teachings and mysteries, removed the impediments that have been attached to our souls since the incarnation of Adam, and now freedom from earthly bondage has become possibility. Bardasian is in many ways a seminal figure of what later became to be called the St. Thomas School of Christianity. Tradition holds that St. Thomas the Apostle was the first to bring Christianity to Syria, and he is considered the founder and patron saint of the Syrian Orthodox Church, both in the Middle East and in India. Bardasian was also clearly the first public leader of Christianity in Syria, having even brought about the establishment of Christianity as a state religion there. Thus, the St. Thomas School of Christianity remains connected with Bardasian, even though this connection is largely unacknowledged in ecclesiastical circles. The Gospel according to Thomas from the Nag Hammadi collection is unmistakably both Syrian Christian and Gnostic in origin. The same is true of other books referring to Thomas, such as the Book of Thomas, the Contender, and most particularly the Acts of Thomas, ascribed to Lucius Tyrannus. Some scholars feel that portions of the Acts of Thomas may have been written by Bardasian. Among these is the celebrated Hymn of the Pearl, the three main teachings of Bardasian, which the Orthodox Ephraim points out as heretical, appear in the Hymn of the Pearl. Another portion of the Acts that shows great affinity with the thought of Bardasian is the beautiful poem called The Wedding Hymn, translated by Mead as The Wedding Song of Wisdom, which clearly refers to the celestial wedding in the bridal chamber of light of which Bardasian wrote. The question remains, did Bardasian or his disciples interpolate these and other poetic pieces into the Acts of Thomas, or did Bardasian receive many of his Gnostic teachings from the school of Thomas? In view of the picture of Thomas as the Gnostic apostle par excellence that emerges from the Nag Hammadi collection, the latter seems more likely. You feel me? The latter seems more likely. So the part that really got to me that I read that really spoke to my spirit was when it said the soul is colored by the psychic qualities imposed upon it by the spirits of the planets. So basically, when we fall into carnation, and I wish I had a image of the tree of life, but like when we fall from the pleroma or when we fall from heaven, so to speak, into flesh, we get colored by the different planets, Mars, Saturn, Venus. You know what I'm saying? Until we hit the bottom planet, until we hit the physical manifestation, right? And that's what I got out of that paragraph. That's what I was visualizing when I was reading it. I'm gonna read it again one more time, and maybe somebody else can understand what I'm trying to say. But it says the soul is colored by the psychic qualities imposed upon it by the spheres of the planets through which it descends into embodiment. So imagine a soul, and if you understand the tree of life, there's 10 spheres in the Sephirah. And the soul is like a video game, being colored by these different planets as it falls into embodiment, bam, into this earth realm, and then it falls into the flesh. So it has tinctures of each planet in it, which makes it independent or makes it a singular being in the physical realm, but still a part of the whole in the subconscious realm, or what they call unconscious realm, right? So I'm gonna read that one more time. Read it one more time because that really touched me in my heart, in my soul area. It says the soul is colored by the psychic qualities imposed upon it by the spheres of the planets through which it descends into embodiment. Astrology thus is important in understanding the fate of a human being on earth. The spirit is a divine element that links the human being with God, right? So when we fall into embodiment, when we fall into this flesh, like I said, if you can imagine the 10 spheres of the tree of life, we like a video game being tinctured by all these planets to create one personality for us to find our way back up the tree. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense to anybody. But this book, man, is fire. This book right here is fire. And then I'm going to read this too, this part right here. This is on page 95. And it says, Irenaeus, always antagonist of all things Gnostic, gives a long report about Simon that is fairly informative, from which it is clear that Simon was propounding a distinctly Gnostic teaching with many of the features of later, more elaborate Gnostic cosmological systems. Simon taught the existence of an ultimate pre-existing God who emits a first thought, Enoa, which is a Greek word, I think for mind or something like that. I can't remember, or a feminine word too as well. But it says Simon taught the existence of an ultimate pre-existing God who emits a first thought, Enoa, who is a feminine character. Enoa is destined to become the mother of all, the one who creates the angels and archangels according to the plan of the ultimate God. She is the primordial partner of God the Father, but through her role as creator, she also becomes the anima mundi, which is soul of the world, the anima mundi or the animus mundi, which is the soul of the world. Some of the angels and archangels she has created, however, turn against her, imprison her, and subject her to indignities. Prompted by prompted by envy and ignorance, they refuse to acknowledge their mother and are also aware of a God superior to them, have fallen prisoner to the power she herself has generated, and Noah is finally enclosed in a human body, her ultimate prison, Journeying from one body to the other in a painful sequence of reincarnations, she becomes embodied as Helen of Troy, the archetypal woman of Greco-Roman lore and causes of the greatest war of all ancient myths. Family, did you hear what I just read? This book has got so many gems in there, family. If you don't got this in your library, if you're interested in Gnosticism at all, just a little bit, you got to have this book in there. For real, for real. This is a must have in there. Gnosticism. New light on the ancient tradition of inner knowing. So, like I tell y'all, the kingdom of heaven is within, family. When some of your family members make the transition, right? They go to live within you. Where else could they go? Where else could they go? So yeah, that's a whole nother video, family. But like I said, go get the book. Stephen Holler, PhD. You know what I'm saying? It's worth every penny, dime, and nickel. Go get the book. And again, if you're interested in the book study, it's on tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Studying Becoming Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza. If you're interested in that book study, leave your email down in the comments section, and I'll send you the link to come on Zoom and join us to study this great book and have something supernatural happen in your life. You feel me? All you gotta do is leave your email down in the comment section, and I'll hit you up with a link before the study before 7 p.m. tomorrow, which I think is 7 p.m. Eastern time, right? So, yeah, go get the book. And also, I want to bring up the podcast every Sunday at 12 p.m. on Discord, and it's called I forgot. I know I said the name a minute ago, family, but I got to look up here to get it again. It's called the hype, the High Vibe Tribe, the High Vibe Tribe, and that's spelled THAHYVYBETRYBE, the High Vibe Tribe. Check us out every Sunday, 12 p.m. It's a podcast, pretty cool. We talk about all things spiritual, you know what I'm saying? Metaphysical, all that kind of good stuff. So I loved it. My first day there, I loved it. Had a great time. I told them I'll be back every Sunday. So yeah, family, check me out. Again, my name is Michael Jordan, aka the Sirius Alchemist. If you would like a reading from me, hit me up. I'll leave my email down in the description box. Hit me up. You feel me? Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Peace.